something, Emma.
Yeah.
If, let's say I made a fortune shorting, GameStop, right? And suddenly there's $1 million in my bank account.
Mm-hmm.
But then somebody said to me, you know what? You didn't make this money from GameStop. You made it through reconciliation. I would, I'd return the money. I'd say this doesn't feel, this is blood money. This is dirty money. This is like Nazi looted art that I'm keeping in my home.
Right. That classic ethical quandary.
There's a system, and I don't want my money through reconciliation. So if we can't, yes, in theory, I want $15 an hour, but only if it's bipartisan, only if everybody wants it.
I mean, these are, I think, important watchwords. I would imagine that goes for the $2,000 checks or the $1,400 checks that you're talking about too, right?
I want everybody to be healthy and wealthy, but that also includes the Republican Party. Biden said he was going to unify us. So if he's going to do an end run around Mitch McConnell, I don't think he's an honest interlocutor, Joe Biden.
Interesting. There's not a lot of room for Joe Biden to succeed in your mind, is there? I mean, on one hand, you don't want him to go forward and do anything without the Republicans. On the other hand, you hate Joe Biden in and of himself. I mean, is there any way that you would ever find Joe Biden to be sufficient? What could he do? Just have
he could step down and he could give the presidency back to Donald Trump as a good faith gesture.
So you're actually calling for Joe Biden to step down. That's the only way. And you're doing this from a left perspective. Is that
from
right?
the left? Yes.
Well, that's because you're an accelerationist, right? We're bringing this full circle.
I think we have to take our feet off the brakes, pedal to the metal, and let's go for it. And forget the impeachment and those crazy kids who stormed the Capitol. Let's just move. Let's get past that. That's in the past. But when was that?
That was actually that was almost a month ago now.
That's ancient history. Move on.
Even talked about that. We'd forgotten about it. You and I have never addressed that whatsoever. That's it.
I was against it.
You were against it. All right.
Yes,
well,
but move on.
And let me just ask this. I need to. Do you acknowledge that 9/11 happened?
Yeah, it was a couple of months ago. And I think we have another one coming up in a few months. I'm not good with math.
Do you acknowledge that this country was attacked on September 11th, 2001?
Yes, I absolutely do.
All right. Well,
how about the plane going into the Pentagon, though? David?
The plane that went in public, yes, I will acknowledge in public. I will say that I believe a plane and not a missile went into the Pentagon on 9/11 in public.
Right, in public. Well, there you go.
And I
will
will
have
say,
to have a public and private position.
Yeah, So yes, I do believe that.
Well, David, this has been fascinating. It's been fascinating to see the evolution of your politics with Donald Trump leaving office and Joe Biden coming in. All I can tell you is that on one hand,
but do you think it's polite to throw him out of office? He just got there. I mean,
Donald Trump?
No. Trump, don't poke the bear.
What? You're saying it's impolite to throw Trump out of office?
Yeah, don't poke the bear.
Don't poke the bear.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't like him, but don't upset these people.
Well, David,
if you make nice with people like Lewandowski and Steve Bannon and Donald Trump and those crazy kids who stormed the Capitol, if you make nice with them, they go away.
You make nice with them, they go away.
Yeah, you're always looking for an argument. You're oppositional. That just breeds more hate.
Well, I'm sorry. I will contemplate the idea of reaching out to these people.
Did you ever think that maybe what those people who stormed the Capitol need is just a hug?
I mean, no, it didn't occur to me that would be all that they needed. It really felt like they needed something more.
Violence begets violence, Sam.
I'm not committing violence, David.
Really? Evicting Barron Trump and Donald Trump from their home of 4 years in this economic climate, in the middle of winter, evicting a family?
They're down in Florida now, so the winter thing is sort of less relevant, and they're in a golf resort. So
you have a pretty smug look on your face. You have a self-satisfied look, like you're glad to see Donald Trump without a place to live.
Typical liberal smugness.
I mean, I am. Yeah. I know. It's my being excited at Donald Trump losing the election is why Donald Trump won the election the first time.
And the second time.
David Feldman of the David Feldman Show. It is always a treat.
You don't think he won the second time?
I'm quite sure he did not. No. Yeah. And you are convinced that he won. Why?
If you're counting the votes in base 5, he won.
I'm sorry. In what?
In base 5. It's a mathematical reference that it's all relative.
Base 5.
Yeah, you need to study trigonometry, and this is way beyond your pay grade. But it all depends on which numeric system and where you move the decimal points. But go ahead.
And I guess is my.
Matt is breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, can't hear you.
All right, so just lastly, did you see the Mike Lindell documentary this morning?
Me?
Yeah.
The My Pillow guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I slept through it because I was using My Pillow, and it's the deepest, longest sleep I've ever got in my life. I wanted to watch it.
You want to give a coupon code for that?
I'm just saying. I may not agree. I may not agree with his politics.
We have a clip of the Mike Lindell documentary. Let's play it for you so that you can at least hear it. You're on the phone. We'll play that clip for you. This is from the Mike Lindell My Pillow documentary. Ooh, well, I mean, I don't know if I would call this a documentary as much as like well, we'll see.
His hands.
The biggest thing against humanity and our country is this attack through these machines. They got this opened up, this revealed the machines to where we're at right now. So what you're going to watch during this show is 100% proof that the big thing was the theft by these other countries that came in to attack our country through these machines that are made to steal elections. Every election going forward in history, if these things would have happened, these two, and we would have never known, every single vote you would have ever made wouldn't have mattered. Somebody else would have made that vote. And we've all seen in this past month, you think it was a communist coming in and taking this over with people here. This is an attack not only on those other countries with communism, but they had domestic traitors right here in our country. Whatever's going on right now, we're seeing it. They're suppressing cancel culture. They're trying to cancel us all out. I just see churches. The Christian churches, they're being attacked right now. People on social media, anyone that speaks up, they're going, you can't say that. You're gone. It's like they're doing whack-a-mole because they knew they were so close that we would never know in history what happened. But guess what? Now we do know.
Okay, so those stock images, were those added by Mike Lindell's team?
I would imagine, or...
the lifting of the hammer and the sickle was...
David, your thoughts. The canceling culture, the suppression of canceling culture.
The suppression of canceling. I think he's... I know what's in his heart. He's not, the most articulate, but I think in his heart he loves this country.
Well, I mean, I think that's probably...
Have you tried David Hogg's pillow?
I have not. No.
Okay, not even close.
My Pillow's better.
Much better.
Yeah.
You know, and granted, I would like to support David Hogg and go with his pillow.
But Mike Lindell's pillow is better in your mind.
And therefore, I'm against the assault weapons ban. Because Mike Lindell makes a better pillow than David Hogg, and I can no longer trust David Hogg and the anti-gun movement.
Well,
I did not get a good night's sleep using David Hogg's pillow.
David Feldman, on that note, I think we will say goodbye. This has been a really...
Can I plug something?
Sure.
We're doing a benefit for thank you, Emma. It was nice talking to you. We're doing a benefit. I'm being serious now. We're doing a benefit for diabetic fury. And this is serious, for diabetes awareness on February 13th. Robert Smigel will be there, and Rick Overton. And if you go to my website and hit the pay-per-view button, you can buy tickets for it. And all proceeds.
Is that right?
Go towards
Overton and Smigel?
Robert Smigel. Yeah, and it's pay what you want.
Oh, that's very nice. All right. Well, we'll put a link to that on our
Please.
website. And of course, we will check it out to make sure that it's real.
I'm doing everything I can to fight turning this into a bit. But it's real, I promise you.
Real.
It's real, I swear to you.
Smigel and Rick Overton, very funny people. People will enjoy that if it is real.
And it is, I swear to God. It's I swear to your God.
And this is what? This is next Thursday night?
No, February 13th. It's on a Saturday.
Oh, Saturday night. All right, great.
And it's for diabetes awareness. So
fair enough. All right. Okay. Well, David Feldman, really.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yes,
thank you.
David.
The show, and honestly, your show is great. It really is. It's the best. It really is.
I don't know if I believe anything you say.
Okay.
David Feldman.
Thank you, Joe Rogan.
So much for joining us. You're welcome. I'm not Joe Rogan. Not. Sometimes you get David and you just don't know if he really knows where he's at, where he is in the moment. Like, you don't know. Like, it's not inconceivable to me that David called into the show and thought that we were actually in his apartment.
Yeah. The people's politics are complicated, Sam. It's not a linear.
His politics are complicated. His sense of geography, his sense of time, and awareness of other people around him. David sometimes gets very, very confused. I often worry about David Feldman. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to head into the fun half of the program. Just a reminder, it is your support that makes the show possible. We cannot do it without our members at all. You can become one of those at jointhemajorityreport.com. When you do, you get the free show, you support the free show, and you get a free of commercials. And then you also get the member show, fun half of the program. So check that out, jointhemajorityreport.com. Also, don't forget, justcoffee.coop, fair trade coffee, tea, or chocolate. Use the coupon code majority. You get 10% off. You'll love their coffee. Check out sunsetlakecbd.com. Use that coupon code left is best. You get 20% off. Try the fudge. Just if you have a problem with sweets like I do, just be careful. It is very, very delicious. And also don't forget AM Quickie, amquickie.com. On Nomi's show today, and I feel like I've totally lost her ability to pronounce her name now because everybody's confused.
Well, I messed up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you totally.
I fudged up, because of the fudge.
It is. It's Femme Friday on Nomiki's show. You can find it at youtube.com/The Nomiki Show or twitch.tv/the_Nomiki _show. Francesca Fiorentini is going to be on, and Anna Kasparian. It's quite a lineup. Check it out, folks. Also, don't forget Antifada, twitch.tv/the Antifada. And Matt, what's happening in the Matt Lekian audio and visual universe?
We had a great left reckoning last night with Edward Angueso Jr. We talked about Section 230, and he gave his opinion on that. And also Kenzo Shibata, we talked about the teacher strikes, and then a little bit of